So in this central Ouroboros of the two serpents biting each other's tails, that wheel of life in the center, are represented the four elements. So we have air up at the top near those wings. Mm-hmm. We have fire, ignis at the bottom, aqua, water here, and terra, earth here. And the Christic heart, the Christic heart is the heart that dies on the cross, that is crucified, that forgives, that is not understood by the outside world, but knows what to do and does it anyway. So that Christic heart that's represented here in the center is, what has to be really strong and at the core to overcome the temptations of the elements. So the temptation of the element of air is to be really attached and cling to things and hoard and find and seek our sense of security through stuff and things and attachments and relations and politics and people and status, to be really attached, to tightly hold to things. But the key or the virtue within the element air would be non-attachment. To not need all of that, to not have so much psychological dependency on status, things, money, people, place, representations. And with earth, the temptation is to try to fix our stability and to flee from hard choices, because the ordeals of earth are where the phrase "between a rock and a hard place" come from. The ordeal of earth is feeling like I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm pressured. And I want to avoid that. I want to check out. I want to flee. I want to avoid. So that's the temptation of earth, is avoidance, is a lack of stick-with-itness, a lack of stability, a lack of facing things. And so obviously that Christic heart would have to be crucified in those circumstances. It's like, I want to run, but I'm going to stay here and face this difficult situation, conversation, humiliation, choice, whatever. And inside, emotionally, it's hard, but that grows that Christic heart. We weaken the heart when we run. And we weaken the heart when we cling for our psychological security with air. So then we have the fire, and the temptation is passion and desire and me expressiveness. It's my way or the highway. I'm gonna fight for it. All of that kind of fire that burns us up. I mean, we're trying to torch everybody else, but we get burned. And so then unlocking the key there with fire is serenity, patience, prana, relax anyway, take a breath, take a breather, slow down, don't say that, don't send that, don't hit send. That would be to work and overcome the temptations of fire. water, air. Yeah, water. So then the temptation of water is to feel overwhelmed, just to get carried away by circumstances and to feel really overwhelmed, to get carried downstream and go with the flow, not in a good way. You know, get kind of tumbled over, get carried away in the rapids. But to really work with the element of water is to know how to navigate our way, you know, to have discernment and to be mindful and to know, okay, this is when to turn left or turn right, to navigate our boat. So in all of that, that Christic heart grows. And that's what we want to be with. That is a great representation of the Tarot 10, actually. The Ouroboros with the 4 elements and the Christic heart in the center. That would be a terrific image to guide a year that adds up to 10, actually. It's beautiful. It's perfect. So that's why we wanted to show that. So while, you know, some are out partying, doing whatever, you know, whatever it is that we're doing, we're forgetting the last year, yeah, which has its place, can be fun. You know, for initiates, it's a time to consolidate our year and prepare for the next. Like we've said, make it a harvest.
This video is an excerpt from a talk held at the BC Gnostic Center in Vancouver, Canada. Gnosis is traditionally and ideally experienced in person, with direct and consistent connection between teachers and students and among community members, in which ample support, accountability, and collective learning take place. That being said, we do offer teachings via online videos so that everyone may contact these transformative teachings. We offer an ongoing online group of study and practice to support those sincerely interested in the wisdom, but who are unable to join a group in person at this time. A human interrelationship with a Gnostic group so as to discover ourselves and to get to know ourselves through it is fundamental. We encourage everyone to find a Gnostic school and community. May the light of consciousness guide us all.